How do you feel about the dress code?
I dislike it because people can't really express themselves.
How would you change it?
I would change it by letting people wear whatever they feel like.
How do you feel about the dress code?
I think that at times it can be like kind of like prejudice towards people, and it's also kind of in a mindset like what one person thinks is a little too revealing, another person wouldn't. And I get it's all about decency, but that's not how some teachers see it.
How would you change it?
I think if you're gonna make a dress code, make it fair and also make it reasonable, because we live in a place where like it's extremely cold or like extremely hot.
Okay. How do you feel about the school dress code?
It's not needed. Anyone can wear what they want.
How would you change it?
I would let people like do anything, wear anything, like with the muscle tees or like tank tops. I'd let them wear that.
How do you feel about the school dress code?
What about it?
Like, do you think it's appropriate, or would you change it?
I think it's appropriate. I think enforcement needs to be a little bit better, because I think private parts need to stay covered in order not to distract people.
How do you feel about the school dress code?
I feel like it varies and it's kind of biased on who wears what. And I believe that everything that is implemented should be implemented on everybody equally.
How would you change it?
I would just say that I understand that some people dress indecent, but there's some people who dress the way they dress and it shouldn't be judged.
How do you feel about the school dress code?
About school what?
Dress code.
Dress code?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's good. Like, I like it. Like, sometimes, you know, the girls and boys, sometimes they like want to dress different like other people, and sometimes it's bad because it's like we feel like we're not us. You understand?
Yeah.
So it feels like we're not us, but
And how would you change it?
how? Well, I will change it like I really don't know.
How do you feel about school dress code?
They should be applied to like a certain extent, because if you want to wear what you want, then you can wear it, but if it's like too provocative, then don't. If it's like a really inappropriate length, but if it's just like a normal length, it's fine.
How would you change it?
I would change it to, I don't know.
Dress code.
The dress code is alright. I just hate that I can't wear my hood in school, because sometimes it'll be cold in certain classes, because not every class has a heater.
How do you feel about females getting dress coded?
To be honest, it doesn't really bother me. I feel like they can dress the way they want, because they're the one that chose to dress like that, so it's their opinion.
What would you do to change it?
Change what?
The dress code, you idiot.
I wouldn't. Only thing I would change is like letting people wear their hoods and hat at school.
Okay. Bye. How do you feel about school dress code?
Okay. The summertime dress code, I feel that a lot of kids abuse it. But I also look at it like in reality that we don't have air conditioning in this building, so it does get super hot. I do think that the rules as far as skirts go should not be like booty skirts, because I can't stand that. I think there's got to be a line that's clear to the kids about what's appropriate and what's not. How would I change it? I don't know if I would change the rules of the dress code, but what I would do is I would definitely be more strict upon, like with the first period teachers, and that it has to be addressed, because a lot of times as a teacher, like we get up to like 5th or 6th or 7th period and I see kids that had gone through the entire day wearing what they're wearing, and I'm like, how did you guys get this far with your stomach hanging out? And I'm a mom first, you know, and so it's like I look at kids like a mom would look at kids, and what's appropriate for a school building and what's not. I don't think that it has anything to do with sexuality as more as I feel like it has to do with just bringing yourself into a learning environment and being prepared to learn.
Thank you.
Local high school students are pushing back against their school dress code. They say it's being enforced like never before.
But the district says nothing has changed. KXAN education reporter Erin Cargile has been trying to figure out exactly what's been going on at Round Rock High School.
There's no denying students behind these walls have been focused on fashion these first few weeks of school.
I haven't talked to one person who's just drop it. It's no big deal. I think we're all definitely bothered by it.
Bothered by the dress code.
I had to go home and change the first day.
Victoria Morrison is a senior and says these shorts won't fly.
They're just baggy and they're comfortable is why we wear them.
And according to the school, too short. She agrees they are in violation because the rule states they have to reach her fingertips. But Victoria says no one said a word about them last year.
I guess they're just cracking down more.
And it's not just short. Students say teachers are also paying more attention to shirts and leggings. And during one of their classes, an administrator came over the intercom for a dress code sweep. Teachers were asked to do a quick check of what their students were wearing.
It's just the drastic change out of nowhere that's just uncalled for.
They feel so strongly an online petition that includes a letter asking the principal to lighten up has garnered more than 1,500 signatures. I also talked to some parents off camera who think the complete opposite. They say the dress code is the dress code and students can write all the petitions they want, but this is not a democracy. Round Rock ISD could not explain the change in enforcement, but tells us the principal gave parents and students a heads up through emails and handouts. The first 2 weeks of class, students were only given warnings, and this week, the consequences kicked in. In Round Rock, Erin Cargile, KXAN News.
And those consequences include being sent home to change or detention, which could mean attending classes on Saturday. Tomorrow, we're told students are planning to make a statement by all wearing athletic shorts to class.
The issue of school dress codes has gone through the legal system before. One of the most recent cases was out of Waxahachie in 2010. The Supreme Court refused to hear the case of Paul Pete Palmer, who said the dress code took away his right to freedom of speech. But an appeals court ruled the school district had the right to ban all students from wearing clothes with written messages because the rule was neutral, covering all messages. But in 1966, the Supreme Court ruled in Tinker versus the Des Moines Independent Community School District that the school could not ban students from wearing black armbands to protest the Vietnam War. The court said in a landmark ruling, students do not shed their constitutional right to free speech at the schoolhouse gate.
Another video.
Okay, wait, no, I'll just cut it out.
Okay.
Mr. Rolf, how do you feel about dress coding in New Milford High School?
How do you feel about the dress code?
Great.